Welcome on in, guys. This is another edition of Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. As always, I'm Kyle,
I'm Joe.
and here we are on a Thursday evening. Joe, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, my man. How are you today?
I'm ready to talk beards, man. Let's do it. Let's get right into it.
Always ready to talk beard.
So today we got something really special for you. To be honest, one of my favorite companies. We're talking about Live Bearded. So I discovered Live Bearded through social media not too long ago. Live Bearded is a company owned by two friends, Spence and Anthony, and they're out of Arizona. They've been around, I believe, about 3 or 4 years now, a little while. And their overall message is the brotherhood and about men being the best they can. When you place orders through them, they send you out some awesome stickers, do better, grateful, and of course the big one representing the brotherhood. I got a couple of their bands here saying grateful, and of course the logo Live Bearded. So love their products too, of course. Joe and I have 3 scents that we want to talk with you. We have oils and we have their butter. So to jump right into it, the one that I want to talk with you first about is the Executive. Absolutely love this scent. And this is what the Executive looks like. And as you can see, they don't have your traditional dropper. I don't even know what the name for this would be, Joe. I don't even know.
You know what? I just say bottle. That's all
Yeah,
I say. And honestly, I say that with all the oils, either a bottle with a dropper or a bottle without a dropper.
bottle without. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. I mean, it's the same concept. So you would just give a little tap on the top there, and one drop comes out each time. Very similar to a drop that would come out from a dropper.
How many drops of that do you use for your beard?
Of this or from a dropper?
From that.
Um, I would say from this I use about 7 or 8. I got a
Okay.
pretty thick beard going on, and I got to get it all the way through to the skin and let it nourish all the way down to the beard. So yeah, I would say about 7 or 8 drops out of this.
I think with mine, mine's definitely not as thick as yours either. I'm at about 4 to 6 drops.
Yeah, I would say that sounds about normal. Cool. So all their oils have the same carrier oil, but different essential oils for scent, of course. So the carrier oils are argan oil, jojoba oil, and grapeseed oil. Now, the scent profile for the Executive is leather, vanilla, and cedar. And again, that's what that looks like. In the Executive, oh, such a good scent, guys. I would say they nailed it with the title. This reminds me of a grown man with a beautiful beard, with just a suit on, just ready to grab the bull by the horns, like the CEO of his company. That leather really grabs you to be like a cologne scent, but you still have the sweetness from the vanilla and a strong, almost woodsy background with some of the cedar. What would you say, Joe?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. That this is a really good scent for anybody who's working in who has probably like a desk type job or is working in an office setting, and somebody who is like a supervisor, one of those kind of jobs.
Yeah, it's just that real clean cut, almost cologne type of feels, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, so moving on here to the next scent that I want to show you guys. This one is the Legend. And the Legend is, in my opinion, from when I talk to people, I think this one is really a fan favorite. So again, the same carrier oils, and the scent profile on this one is sandalwood and vanilla. Now, my man to my right loves sandalwood, so I'm going to give him the first crack at describing this one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my bottle without the dropper, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm going to just go ahead and take another sniff as well.
Take a sniff.
Yep.
Oh,
So what Live Bearded does really, really well is, of course, balancing their profiles. Yeah, so you only have the sandalwood and you only have the vanilla. You get a very good blend of that sandalwood and vanilla really right off the bat. I expected it to just be sandalwood and then the vanilla coming a little bit later. They actually, for me, when I just took a good whiff of it, there is a really good mix of both.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that. You definitely catch that, like you said, that sandalwood at the beginning. And the vanilla, that sweetness almost dulls it down to just the perfect combination, just like you said. Now, I want to show everyone their butters, and then I'm going to let Joe introduce the last fragrance there. So their butter, it's interesting. So you get a 4-ounce butter for about $20, and then you get a standard 1-ounce oil for about $18, and they also have bundle deals as well. But their butter is not a typical whipped butter. Like Joe and I, we typically use butter overnight when we're sleeping. We don't usually wear it during the day. Now, this butter has a little bit of grit to it, although it melts down beautifully. It does have a little bit of grit and has a little bit of hold. To me, this is more of a daytime butter. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. When I got my butters to add to my nighttime collection, I was surprised by the feel of it, and it was a good surprise. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely a person who's all about butter at night. So for this specific butter, you can definitely use it at night. Don't get me wrong. Me personally, I'm using it in the day.
Yeah, I agree. It's for me, it's more of a daytime butter, but I'll tell you, it has that beautiful amount of hold. It does not feel heavy on your beard. Like
Yeah,
I'll only go with a strong hold balm if it's not weighing you down.
yeah.
I don't like when it's weighing you down at all.
I feel like there's that myth out there that butter cannot produce a hold, and I feel like I've heard that before, and I think Live Bearded proves that wrong.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah, talk to him about the last scent. This one might even be Joe's favorite. It like almost describes his personality perfect. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so definitely out of the ones that I have tried so far, which I've tried the Executive, I've tried the Legend, and now I have tried what is called the American.
I'll show him the oil for you.
Thank you, appreciate that. All right. So the American is a scent profile of cedar, pine, vetiver, and bergamot. How does that sound to you, bud?
That's sounds outdoorsy to me. Because
Well,
it's
you're,
interesting. You want to say it's woodsy, but tell them what we mainly get out of it.
yeah, so you're absolutely right. It is very outdoorsy. You definitely get the woodsiness. My comparison is a 12-foot high bonfire, smoke blowing in your face on a very nice fall night.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love that if you're somebody who doesn't mind getting bit up by mosquitoes at night?
yeah. Such a they nailed it with the name on this one. Just such an American smell. I definitely get woodsy in the background, but you nailed it, man. It's definitely that bonfire smell, but not overpowering because sometimes that bonfire, when it's there, the smell starts getting to you. This is subtle enough where it's not going to annoy me all day. Like, a lot of times when you put in a product, you smell it, but then you kind of get used to it and you don't smell it after about 10 minutes or so on your mustache. This is one of those, which is good.
Yeah.
It's not one of those that's going to annoy you throughout the day.
And me personally, at least in my beard, it is the longest lasting scent out of the ones that I have.
Okay.
But again, it's not because it's an overpowering. I just think it's the overall profile.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well said. So yeah, Live Bearded is really doing it right. One of the things that we love that a company does is the merch, not just those beard products. So as you can see, Joe and I are both rocking the Live Bearded trucker hats. Absolutely love their trucker hats. I've always been a trucker hat kind of guy. I was telling Joe how amazing Live Bearded trucker hats are. and I finally got him one. You're more of a like a pro cap fitted kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely that fitted guy. But you sold me on it, and I had to try it. I got it about $30. Not too bad, and dude, I love it. And this will not be the only trucker hat that I own now.
Yeah, their hats are amazing quality. Like Joe said, about $30. One thing I love about Live Bearded, they're how confident they are in their products. Free shipping on every single order, and they have a lifetime warranty on all of their products. So if you decide down the road or right away you don't like a scent, you don't like the feel of it, contact them. They will swap it out for something that you could try differently and hopefully like better. And then all they ask is that you give it to someone else so it will be used. It's awesome. And Joe, you want to talk with them a little about their customer service, which is top notch?
Yeah, I mean, you basically covered it right there. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything, other than that. From what I've heard is that if you have any issues with shipping, or you just, the scent that you read about doesn't feel as good as you thought it would in beard, yeah, let them know. They want that feedback, and give it to somebody who would like it, and then they'll make sure that they hook you up with something until you're satisfied.
Yep, definitely. So to conclude, guys, Live Bearded it's a great company. If you haven't tried them, hop on livebearded.com, check out some of their stuff. They have seasonal stuff going on right now. Like right now, Christmas is upon us. They have the claws, which I haven't tried yet, which is definitely on my list. So we'll go ahead and throw the link for Live Bearded in the description below. And again, we want to thank everyone for their support for this newer channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications. We got a lot of good stuff coming out, more reviews, more how-to videos. And like Joe, kind of just said there, make sure you hit that thumbs up and throw a comment in there. Let me know or let us know, of course, if you've tried Live Bearded. And if you have, what scent do you like? Have you tried any of these? And throw a comment. We'll always reply.
Yep, and follow us. Give us a follow on that Instagram too, man. We're very active on the page. We're looking to post our reviews, some other content on there. Shoot us a message if you have a question about anything that you saw, you reviewed. We can answer either in our message in the comment section. If you don't want to, ask us anything on the YouTube page. We're active on everywhere, really. So definitely hit us up on that Instagram as well.
Yep, definitely. We're at Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe on Instagram. We'll throw our email and our Instagram on the description as well of the review. So that's all we have for today, guys. As always, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Joe.
Keep it growing.
And we will definitely talk to you at the next one.